One of the most frequent questions I get asked in the shop and out on the bank is what top kit to use and when. Maver have just brought out a fantastic new range of poles with some absolutely great top kits for every different situation you might come across. To start off with, I'll talk you through the cupping kit. Now the cupping kit is ultra strong, ultra durable. So if you want to cup in big cupfuls of ground bait or big balls of lean using 14, 16 metres, it really does do the job perfect. Ultra strong, you're going to do very, very well to break anything that strong. The other great thing about the top kit is it comes with two cups. It comes with a 300ml cup and a 150ml cup. Now this is really handy because one of the most important things for me in my fishing is to really be accurate with the amount of bait you're feeding and try and be as consistent as possible. So when I know I've got two different sizes of cup, if the fish want a smaller amount of bait, I can use the smaller cup. Say I'm fishing in the edge with ground bait and the fish are coming to 150ml of ground bait, I've got a 150ml cup. If I feel like they want more bait and I want to cup in 300ml, I know roughly what I'm doing. You can actually measure your bait and be more consistent when you're fishing. It really will make a difference. So like I said, ultra strong, ultra durable for cupping in a lot of bait. This really will do the job. The second top kit I want to talk to you about is the Power Carp. Now this is the one for me when I'm fishing in the winter, if I'm fishing in the summer, if I'm fishing for big fish and I want to use a big elastic, this is the one for me. It really is strong. It's the stronger one out of the two power kits you get. So if you're fishing in the summer and you're fishing with meat and paste and big baits like that and you want to use a 14 to 17 hollow or an 18 to 20 hollow, this really is the one for you. Still use it in the winter. If you're fishing today like at Tunnel Barn and you fancy hooking some big carp and you want to use a slightly heavier elastic, this is the one for you. Now the second of the two power kits is the Power Light kit. Now this is probably the most all-round top kit. This is the one that if I want to use a heavy elastic and still put heavy elastics through it, but if I want to use a slightly lighter elastic like I'm using today, if I want to use a 6 to 9 for F1s, this is the one for me. It's the most all-round top kit in the range. It's perfect for F1s in the winter, but you can still catch a carp on it in the summer. Ultra lightweight, but still plenty of strength. It really is durable and it really is the most all-round one that's in the range. Now my favourite top kit in the range is the Power Kit one piece short. Now I use these fishing for F1s in the winter or in the summer. The great thing about them is because they're shorter and they're one piece, you actually use a lot less elastic, which will speed you up. When you hook a fish, you can bring it in, you only have to strip out a little bit of elastic and it's in within netting range. With the longer top kits, what you'll find when they come into netting range is the fish will be slightly further out and be a lot more difficult to net. With these one-piece top kits, you come in, you strip a little bit of elastic out and they're really close to you and you can net them quickly. The great other thing about, because they're one piece, they stiffen the pole up. So if you're fishing shallow in the summer, you will hook a lot more fish with a stiffer pole. Or even in the winter when you're fishing with heavy pole cups and you're filling it up with bait, it makes the pole a lot more responsive when you're striking at really small bites. They are really great use and a must for me in all of my fishing. If I'm going to be fishing here a lot in the summer at Tunnel, a lot in the winter, and really, unless I'm fishing maybe club pool or some of the other lakes for carp, this is the only top kit I'll use. Really great addition to the Maver poles. The one other top kit that is available is exactly the same as the one-piece short top kit, but in a matte grey finish. I've put my own little design on there so I can know what depth I'm fishing, but as you get them standard, it would just be a grey finish. A lot of people swear that the grey finish really does disguise the pole. If you're fishing in the winter and the water's very clear, a lot of people say that the fish won't be able to see it. Or if you're fishing in the summer and you're fishing very shallow, 8, 10, 12 inches, a lot of people do say that the matte finish will catch you more fish and stop fish spooking out of your peg. There's one other great accessory I use for probably 90% of my pole fishing now, and that is the short number 4 section. It really is unbelievable what it does to your pole. It just makes it so responsive. It makes your pole really like a poker. If you combine this with your short top kit, it just really is unbelievable. it makes your pole ultra responsive and ultra stiff. So if you're fishing in the summer and you're fishing shallow, you want a really stiff pole so that you hit more bites. Or in the winter, like I said before, when you're using heavy kinder pots, combine this with a short top kit or even your longer top kits, it really does stiffen your pole up and make it more responsive, and it will catch you more fish. That's 5 top kits to meet any need that you might come across in your fishing. You've got really strong top kits for all your big fish. You've got a slightly lighter top kit for everything, F1s, smaller carp. You've got your short top kits that are ultra important for fishing for F1s and catching big weights. And then you got, obviously the most obvious one out of them is the cupping kit. Really strong, really durable. A great range of top kits, 5 different ones to cover all of your needs. So get that out there on the bank and give it a go for yourself.